Hello and welcome to this edition of the Northstars Show right here on Shaw TV. I'm Jaret Schneider, and in this episode we do an interview with Teagan and Tavish Quinn, a 1 minute with Layne, and we also talk to head coach Stu Cunningham. And stay tuned for your chance to win 2 autographed pucks and 2 tickets to the next Northstar home games. All right, so now with head coach Stu Cunningham. Stu, we were on the road this weekend, picked up 2 wins out of 3. Got to say it was a good weekend. I mean, obviously lost to Winnipeg at the Sunday, but how do you think the boys played? They come out in the 3 games and played hard.
Well, first game against Eastman, I think they came out, they were ready right off the hop, and we took it to them. Excuse me. We executed well, we moved the puck well, and everybody was on the same page.
All right, so you'd say they came to play in all 3 games, even against Winnipeg. Obviously, didn't pick up a goal, lost 5-0, but did they look ready in that game as well?
I thought we got off to a little bit of a slow start. We got down 2-0 quick, but they worked hard. They never quit. We missed some opportunities that might have changed the game a little bit in our favor, but I thought we worked hard and played well against the Winnipeg Thrashers.
All right, so you mentioned they worked hard in the 3 games over the weekend. What types of things did you say that they did well as a team?
They played their positions well. We played well defensively. I know the 7-6 game didn't sound like it, and that is true. We didn't at times. We gave up some quick penalties. We took some penalties, they scored, and we had a few breakdowns on our end that they scored a few quick goals, and that was the difference.
All right, so what other types of things did the boys maybe not do so well that could have been improved on a little bit in the weekend to maybe get the Winnipeg game a little closer and get a shot at the win in Sunday's game?
Finishing around the net. We missed lots of opportunities where we didn't finish.
All right, so who would you maybe give offensive player to for the 2 games, or 3 games?
Brendan Barron, I think, deserves it this week. He worked hard. He had a 5-point game against Interlake, and you got to give a runner-up or close to a tie with Tanner, who had a hat-trick in the game winner against Interlake.
And then on the back end and goaltending, who would you maybe give a defensive player to out of the 3 games?
On the back end, you know, I'm going to give it to 2 guys this weekend. I thought they stepped up big this weekend, and they haven't been recognized for the job they did, and that's Rick Frechette and Jory Ross. They made a difference this weekend. They stepped up, and they played really well. Obviously,
back at home against Eastman, got to say you'd be favored in the 2 games back here in their own barn, but what types of things are the boys working on in practice to get themselves ready for 2 very winnable games?
We'll work on our defensive end positioning a little bit. That's where some of our breakdowns were this weekend, and we'll work on that and have some fun, get loose, and be ready for Eastman coming up this weekend.
Awesome, and then moving forward to the rest of the year, obviously playing some tougher teams a little bit later on. What types of things do the boys need to do to get ready for playoffs and that home ice in the first round?
They need to be one team. They need to have a mindset of that everybody is going in the same direction at the same time, working together all the time, and nothing can stop them. They have to believe nothing can stop them.
All right, so with Eastman coming up in Parkland, how many games are a realistic amount of wins here to finish the season off?
I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried about game to game, and I'm not counting any points till the game is over.
All right, so what types of things did you see from Eastman in Friday's game to hopefully implement this weekend and then moving forward with the rest of the year?
We got to be physical on them. They backed down once we started putting the pressure on them physically. We have to do that, and we have to just make sure that we play strong defensively.
All right, thanks, Stu, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Rick Frechette. I'm number 25. I play defense. My hometown is DePaul, Manitoba. My elementary school is Opaskwa, and my favorite player is Jameson Scott.
All right, so now I have both of the Quinn twins boys. You guys played 2 seasons with the Northstars and 1 season with Parkland, so in total over 100 games. Out of your 3 years in Midget AAA, do you guys have maybe a favorite memory? I'll start with you over there, Teagan.
My favorite memory probably has to be my goal against Yellowhead. It was shorthanded. Teagan gave me an excellent pass. I went down on a breakaway and slid a 5-hole. It had to be my favorite goal.
I'd have to say mine was against Brandon. I got 2 goals that game put in the paper. Overall, good game, but I'm going to have to say my favorite one was with Parkland. My first goal was with my 2 buddies. Tavish and Jaret, and my coach was super mad at us, and we were down a pretty big amount, and then he told me and Tav and Jaret to start first line, and then Tavish gave me a good pass, went, shot it, fluttering shot, bar down.
Nice. So do you guys have a worst favorite memory of the 3 years?
My worst favorite memory probably has to be in practice, actually. I went down for a shootout. I went to shoot, lost the puck, and then tripped and slid into the boards. It was super embarrassing.
Mine was this year. I was on the penalty kill, and I never knew anyone was out. Like, everyone was out front of the net and, like, wrestling, and I was protecting the puck in the corner, and no one told me. Like, I was all by myself for about 2 minutes just holding the puck against the boards, and no one was even on me.
All right, so do you guys have a favorite perk maybe of being in Northstars as it is you guys' second year now?
Oh, my favorite perk is how all the kids look up to us. It has to be one of the best things. And also the crowd. The crowd is phenomenal. They're loud and very supportive.
Yeah, it's always good having the crowd supporting you, but my favorite perk about being in Northstars is getting together with a bunch of friends all over Norman.
Okay, so now being up in Thompson, obviously have the most travel. Do you guys have a favorite part of the road trips that you kind of look forward to, maybe going away every second weekend or so?
Oh, my favorite part of the roads is having to sleep with Beauchamp every night. We wrestle with the covers, and we wrestle all the time. I always kick him out of the bed.
Questionable. Very questionable. My favorite part about the road trips are, getting out of the town, seeing new towns all around Manitoba, hopefully get new wins, see what the other teams are like, and see how lucky we are to have Thompson being so much better than the other places.
All right, so wrestling with teammates is a favorite part. Do you have a worst favorite part?
Probably listening to Beauchamp snore every night. Sounds like thunder.
My worst, the road trips back. Sleeping's always the worst. You never get to sleep, and probably never get to go to bed at the nighttime. Your sleeping pattern's messed.
All right, so since this is your guys' third season, do you guys have a plan for next season as maybe moving forward in hockey careers? Is there anywhere else you guys would like to move on and play some more hockey?
I'm probably, well, I shouldn't say probably, but most likely to play with Nipawa. They drafted me 4 years ago, and I've been going to their camps ever since.
I'm not really sure about me. I'm just playing it out by ear and see how it goes from there.
All right, and now when you guys are on a breakaway, do you shoot or do you deke?
Oh, I deke always. Backhand, forehand, 5-hole is my main move.
Mine's very similar. I'd never shoot. I backhand, forehand, and then try and get the goalie sliding over and tuck it on the right pad.
All right, thanks, boys, and good luck this weekend at home against Eastman.
Yeah, no
Okay,
problem.
thank you.
Thank you.
You're watching the Northstars Show on Shaw TV.
All right, it's contest time, and congratulations to Steve from Nepal, who won last week's question and the Norman Northstar scarf by answering who is the tallest Northstar on the team, and the answer is Miles Bennett. And for this week's question is, what is the Norman Northstars website? And your chance to win these 2 autographed pucks and these 2 tickets. And to answer, go to the information on the bottom of the screen. Okay, so right now I have Layne Anderson. Layne, this point of the year, how do you think the team's been doing on, obviously maybe not the record you want, but how do you think the boys are playing up to this point of the season?
We've definitely been getting a lot better. Yeah, just doing the right things.
Picking up some wins lately, a couple on the road here. How do you think your play's been so far to this point of the year?
Getting better for sure. Getting more ice time. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, I'll ask you some questions for the 1 minute with. All right, who's the funniest teammate?
Miles Bennett.
Any brothers or sisters?
1 brother, 2 sisters.
A worst favorite pizza topping?
Mushrooms.
Facebook or Twitter?
Facebook.
Which teammate can't live without his phone?
Bruce.
Worst favorite class?
English.
Besides the Northstars Show, favorite TV show?
Family Guy.
Cleanest teammate?
Corey Reed.
And worst favorite restaurant?
McDonald's.
All right, perfect, and good luck this weekend.
All right, thanks.
All right, that'll do it for this week's edition of the Northstars Show right here on Shaw TV. I'm Jaret Schneider. I would just like to thank my guests today. I had both of the Quinn twins, Layne Anderson, head coach Stu Cunningham. And don't forget to come on down to the rink this weekend. The Northstars are home to Eastman Selects. Friday's games at 8, Saturday's games at 7:30. And don't forget to enter for your chance to win these 2 autographed pucks and these 2 tickets.